Alright guys, here we are back on NR2003. Today we have another very exciting video for you. Continuing our 2020 season mode here today for the Xfinity series. The real season begins today. It's Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're going to use the 2018 Torch edition of this track. We'll be leaving a link down in the description as always, of course, and then to lots of other stuff you will need to replicate this series as well. Car sets, mod, etc. down below in the description. We're going to be doing 81 laps here today. That should be enough for one pit stop. 36 AI opponents on the Xfinity 2020 roster, and then we're going to be only doing 89 difficulty because the AI is cracked out of its mind here. We're going to be using realistic weather and yellow flags, of course, no assists, everything as realistic as possible. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, it is race time here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is where the real season begins. 81 laps ahead of us. I decided to start from the back just to kind of give us a challenge working up through the field. And there should be a pit stop in this race. I could probably go about 55 to 60, I would think. That's where your tires are going to be pretty worn out and you're going to be out of gas. So, see what we can do here today. Hope you guys do enjoy this race. Remember, if you are new, please consider subscribing for me. It would help me out a lot. We are getting very close to 2,000 subs, which is crazy, so I appreciate you guys. And we're underway here in the 2020 Xfinity season at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Like, we got a pretty good drop there from the brake. We're just going to be trying to get our eye in, figure out what's up with this car, what's up with this setup. Lowered my armrest on my chair right there. My elbow was bumping into it. You hate to see it. Yeah, we gotta be patient in these races compared to the usual one-off races, you know. Those I can get away with tearing up my tires and messing up my car. These, you know, it's a season. If we crash, we're out. And we drop back to last right there as I clipped the apron in 1 and 2, just got out of the throttle to keep it right on that white line so we didn't run up into anybody. I'm going to kind of try and limit my steering input. It's Vinnie Miller with a very aggressive move down to the bottom. We'll give him a good shot right there to tell him we didn't like that. My man went from the top to the bottom, cut me off. It's only like lap 3. Alright, Vinnie. Look to the outside on him here. I don't know if our setup's going to be able to work out here. I am running the expert setup that comes with the track. I did adjust the steering ratio a bit. Seems like we're no good there on the outside. You just don't have to lift very much at the bottom here early in the run. I think that means that the outside lane's not going to be too good. It's like we're decent off and on the straightaways though, so we will get to the inside of Vinnie Miller. Try and keep it right on that white line, really precise down there. He's still able to clear me. No good in 3 and 4. Get back in that draft, get another run though. Got good straight line speed today. Should be able to clear and get onto the back of Matt Mills now. To try and force him up, get ourselves a decent angle of entry. Vinnie Miller all over my back bumper, a little loose that time in 3 and 4. So I had to counter steer to correct it. Kind of settle back in. Probably pushing a little bit more than I need to, but I want to make sure we're not dropping off the back of the pack or anything. See, my tires are going up a little bit in temperature, which is concerning, but should be okay. Like I said, it's all about being patient here. No need to press anything, no need to make a stupid move. Very, very long to go in this race. Gotta make sure to limit my steering input as much as I can. I don't want to be cranking the wheel. because I think that's causing the car to get a bit oversteery. It's when it grips up and you're going through the turn and you have your wheel cranked like that, the back end just wants to kick out. But if you limit your steering input and just drive it with the pedals, you won't have issues with oversteer, hopefully. That kind of helps protect your tires a little bit. I'm doing okay with them so far. Almost 10 laps in. And the car, I mean, it feels good, honestly. I'm pretty happy with how it's driving. It's just not fast enough to really get around anybody. Which is okay. See as the run goes on. Usually, it seems like the player is a bit faster than the AI. Kind of later we get in the run. As long as you don't murder your tires. So we'll see how that stands today. But I do not like getting cleared on the outside in turn 3 and 4. Not very good down there, it seems like. 1 and 2, pretty good though. See, it rolls really good mid. Make sure we take that run just to the inside of Joe Graf. Time that turn perfectly. Clear him before we even get to 3, which is good. I got a perfect run through 3 and 4. If Green's going to try and seal me off, I'm just going to go down below the white line. Clear. I'm sorry. Okay, well, that's minus 40 rivalry points with Jeff Green already. And it's going to be 70 to go when we get back to the line right here. We've been okay so far. Feeling that the setup is acceptable. The car's driving okay. You know what I'm looking to do? I see my temperatures running about 210, I would say. I might put a little bit of grill tape on at the stop. Yeah, let's actually go in and do that right now. We go 60. I'll put it at 60 at the moment, just because I don't want to overheat. But when we get to the stop, it might improve our turn in a little bit. It just feels like it's not turning in as well as I would want it to. I'm having to lift a little bit more than I would want. You see, I'm not able to get down to the bottom as easy as some of these other guys. That being said, I do get a good run middle and off right there on Bayley Currey. Gonna force them up as much as I can. Drive it off hard. Hopefully I don't get cleared here. Still got a nose out, but I should have the straightaway speed. I do get clear, so another hard-earned pass right there. Nothing's coming easy today, but we're getting what we can. Things definitely starting to spread out in this race. That right rear is in a bad way, but doesn't really affect the car too much in NR2003. Definitely more about a right front temperatures, which are on the high end of acceptable. I'll brush to the wall right there. Just gonna have to see how things go. My pace compared to the AI. I like Josh Bilicki making that move right there. Should slow both of them up. It was a very late move. See, I get a good run on him. Very good run. Nowhere to go though, so I'm going to lift nice and early. Just let it turn in. Right front's down to 241, so that's alright. Ideally, I like to keep it probably around 230 to 235 on the right front as like where I want to be running laps, but of course it'll vary track by track. Another good run there off of 1 and 2. Straightaway speed is great today. Should be improving that even more so when we throw a little grill tape on it. As this run goes on, I'm having to lift a little bit more and that temperature is going down a tiny bit. Not sure what adjustments I do want to make. Just chilling in 32nd, but plenty of people just ahead. And starting to push a little bit. Got the temps up to 245 on the right front. That's a little bit high. Try and take it a little bit easier here and just hang with these guys, giving me the slipstream. Still very racy in this group. Big gap ahead though to that next pack, so if we want to get up there, we're gonna have to clear all these guys and start running some laps on our own. Which I don't even know if that's gonna help us at all. I feel like having the slipstream is very beneficial at the moment. We did cool our tires quite a bit there though, so that's good. Get ourselves a little bit of wiggle room now. Alright, it's going to be 60 laps to go this time. Just kind of trying to find my way here, managing the tires where I can, thinking about what setup adjustments I do want to make at the pit stop. Definitely going to throw some grill tape on there. I'm thinking 2 ticks now because as the run goes on, you know, I'm lifting a little bit more to make these turns. And that's kind of lowering my temperatures a little bit. So we'll go 65 on it. We'll play a bit risky, try and get some speed. And I'm thinking maybe we'll take a little bit of wedge out, but we'll see as we go. I did have a couple of oversteery moments early, so I don't want that to come back to me. We've definitely dropped off or left that group behind. Well behind us now. It seems like maybe things are starting to turn our way with the tire wear compared to the AI. We'll see if we're able to pick these guys off. Definitely benefiting from having the good straight line speed though, for sure. Looks like I'm getting better in 3 and 4 compared to the AI, maybe even weakening out in 1 and 2. It's very interesting. Oh, big checkup right there. Really upset my car having to lift for so long. That was not good. Lost quite a bit of time. Alright though, we didn't hit anybody. That's oh man, got really tight that time as well. I mean, not really even too unhappy with where the tires are at. Considering it's an 80 lap race, we're about halfway through the run. 81 lap race, that is. To make sure we're really patient getting back on the throttle. Kind of dropped off this group a little bit with my troubles. Hopefully get back up there. You see it's just this group on the back straight right now. That lead pack is really driven away. It's not good, but we can still get a decent result here. We've climbed our way up quite a bit, you know, maybe a caution comes out, we come in, make a pit stop, make a couple adjustments, and we're in contention, but at this point, we're just is kind of clicking off laps right now. I hit the apron right there. Making a couple mistakes now. It's really costing me. I'm dropping back from this group ahead. I need their slipstream. I can't really push my way back up if I'm making mistakes. It's starting to snug out a little bit now. Definitely, got the tire temps. Oh, man. Yeah, we gotta wake up a little bit and start driving better. Yeah, we're gonna make some adjustments at the pit stop. Take some wedge out. Try and get a little bit of turn. Probably take half a percent out of it.
We're gonna take out some
So 35 pounds of cross weight there. At this point, no. 50 laps to go. Starting to struggle a little bit. Starting to think about pitting early. It's a risk, because if you go a lap down, there's no way to get it back on NR2003. You're pretty much done for. Yeah, compared to the AI, we're getting dropped off at the moment. Really thinking about coming in very early for my stop. Because I'm just losing time at this point. I mean, I'll be dead in the water at the end of the run, but already a second off where my lap started. If we pit early, we might at least gain a little bit of time. How early do we dare to come? I'll get a nice clear pit road. Maybe if we catch a caution here, be able to come in and make adjustments. It's just a lot of possibilities running through my head at the moment. AI is just so much faster than me on these worn tires. It's crazy. Getting schooled on tire saving. We're not careful before too long, we're going to be looking at going a lap down here. Can't imagine the leaders are that far off behind us. But I kind of wanted to make this, you know, a challenging, more realistic, maybe season mode. So I'm kind of very happy with how this played out, you know. Grinding for positions, you know, struggling here or there. That's totally okay in my mind. That's how NASCAR works, so happy to do it, but kind of frustrated. So I'm not really sure what to do. Starting to get towards the halfway point now. Thinking about pitting right at halfway. I mean, the car's... it's not turning no more.
We'll fill you up.
It's like we're coming right up to the halfway point right here, and we are absolutely falling like an anchor at the moment. Really struggling with this car as the run went on. And it's not even that it's pushing bad or anything. I'm not as fast as everybody else. Now I'm really thinking about pitting like right now. I don't want to get run over by these guys, so I'm not really sure what to do. We hit the apron, got up off the groove. He hit halfway right there. Now I'm too wide on the outside. This is really bad. Did just get clear. Hand out the window. I'm coming in, boys. Don't hit me.
Clear.
Gotta get it down to 45.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
Alright, no caution.
Speed now. Keep it on 3,500 in second.
We're pinning a little bit early. Hopefully these adjustments work out for us and we're able to gain a ton of time with these fresh tires. And we really can't afford to see a caution here, so... Alright, let's go.
Go, go! Yes, we nailed that.
Perfect stop from the boys.
Limit 45.
Clear pit lane, which is great.
3,500 in second.
Make sure we don't speed. Nailed this pit stop pretty well as long as we don't get hit with the speeding here.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Gotta be very, very careful. We loosened up the car quite a bit. It's aiming to be better in the latter half of the run.
Okay, merge when you can.
Gonna kind of merge in front of these guys. It's a bit cheeky, but kind of wanted to get into clean air. Unfortunately, not able to.
Clear outside.
Hopefully these guys don't slow me down too much on their old tires, but should be able to pass them if I want to. Oh, wow. I can turn. That's crazy. We'll see. We'll see how it works at the end of this run. The AI is going to be much faster, but I'm going to be faster now. That's for sure. I got to look for them to start pitting, so I'm going to be very cautious about the AI pitting. Slowing down on the racing line. We are now dead last in this race.
Outside. Stay low.
Well, BJ McLeod ain't gonna like that. I don't like that. My goodness. Okay, it's a little bit loose. Well, hope that it works out later in the run. Trying to keep it from getting too skittish. I'd really rather burn that right rear than that right front, so that's what we're gonna look to do. Gotta get back into the 28.7s though. Yeah, these guys are slowing me up. BJ McLeod is gonna be furious at me. I don't know how to get past. Car's a little bit out of control at the moment. It's a little bit. We're gonna get to his inside. Really try an aggressive move here. Hope that these fresh tires hold, and we are able to get clear. That was really big for our race. Sucks for those guys, but it's what we had to do. AI staying out, so we're getting a big ol' undercut at the moment. Uh-oh. I see that water temp starting to sneak up into the red. We might have been a little bit too aggressive with it. I'll lift a little bit, try and get some temp back. Should be okay at 220, right? You would hope. I mean, the car drives much better for sure, but I'm able to carry so much throttle now that we're actually heating up the engine a little bit, or heating up the water. Should be okay though. This is good. We're gaining a lot of time on those guys we were racing. We should come out in front of them, assuming that we cycle through to green flag pit stops. It's going to be monitoring this water temperature now. So we are now at 30 to go. We are a lap down, but no worries. We've already pitted. AI staying out very long. We get past these guys. Thankfully, the water temperature is not staying red. It's coming red on the straights, and then it's going back when I lift, so maybe we'll be okay. I gotta pass Austin Hill right here. Can't afford to lose more time behind these guys on their old tires. We do have pitters. Austin Hill's still out there, so we should get clear. So this is going to be the moment of truth. We're going to see where we cycle. Alright, it's driving quite a bit better. If it's...
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line.
Well, we took a risk. Did not pay out. Had to drive really aggressively right there, and that's it. We're out at Las Vegas. It's going to be a last place finish in the second race of the season.
You know what? I think this air wrench is smarter than you.